Kind of mess with folks, mess with the U.S., sow chaos.
Hunting Russian trolls on social media. An Austin-based company is behind a report released by U.S. senators from both parties, revealing new information about the depth of Moscow's election meddling on platforms like Instagram and Facebook. Some of the examples you're about to see may look familiar.
KXAN's Phil Prazen stopped by New Knowledge today to find out how they helped identify bogus posts.
A group of Russians created the Facebook group Heart of Texas and spurred on a protest outside a Houston mosque in 2016. The day of, actual Americans showed up to protest and to counter-protest.
They try and get two groups showing up in the same physical location to protest against each other without any, only to see if they can do it, I guess only to kind of sow social discord.
CEO of Austin-based tech company New Knowledge, Jonathan Morgan, tells me it's an example of how Russian actors online created real-world results. A handful of their employees analyzed massive data sets for the United States Senate. Their final product was this report, and it describes how the Russian government targeted specific communities like African Americans and Texas secessionists.
There were websites that looked like they were publications sort of for that community. There were Facebook pages, there were Instagram accounts, and so it looked like a large-scale media organization.
He says we're not out of the woods yet, despite efforts from Facebook, Twitter, and other companies. So be wary when you see overly partisan or controversial posts.
That's the content that bad actors like this are going to try and use to provoke you into sharing that content with others.
In short, know the source. If you don't know the person or group in the real world, it might have sinister intent. Phil Prazen, KXAN News.
There are also two other prongs of the Russian cyber attack on the United States: attempts to hack online voting systems, and then the hack into the Democratic National Committee, which led to a leak to WikiLeaks about the Clinton campaign for president.
We wanted to take a closer look at New Knowledge, the tech company in Austin, tapped to help the U.S. Senate. It's a cybersecurity company specializing in defending companies against online disinformation campaigns. They use artificial intelligence to detect threats and come up with a plan before brand damage is done.